Hi book besties, welcome to the channel. This is my first ever YouTube video and I'm so excited. So today I'm so excited for what we're going to talk about today, and that is the books that I am saving for my fall TBR. Fall is my favorite time of the year, and although I love summer and the summer reads and like the summer romances and the light and fluffiness of summer, love it, but your girl is itching for some fantasy fall vibes. Like, I'm just itching for those darker vibes, and I'm so excited. And even though August is still technically summer, I've got to tell you what I'm saving for the fall TBR so that maybe we can read together. The first two books that I wanted to save for fall time is Finding and Keeping 13. I have not read any of the Boys of Tommen series, and I want to start to dive into them. So I wanted to save these for fall, one, because I know that they are emotionally damaging and I need a good book cry. I haven't cried for a book in so long, and I have a feeling these are gonna do it for me. And I was just thinking, like, September school vibe, these take place in a school setting, so why not? And if you don't know, the Boys of Tommen takes place in Ireland. It's about a group of high school students that all have some very traumatizing pasts and lives, and I know it has a lot of found family, it has some romance, and I know that we need to check our trigger warnings before we read these books, just so that you are okay while reading. So those are the first up on my fall vibe, or my fall TBR, just because it takes place in a school and school's starting, so it just felt right. You get it? Oh my gosh. Next up, I'm so excited. I've had these two books on my shelf for 9 months now. I think I got it for my birthday this year. Yes, I got them for my birthday this year, and that is the King Shepherd duology. So I have One Dark Window. Two Twisted Crowns is still on my shelf back there, but I only wanted to get one out for the video. So I honestly know next to nothing about this duology other than it is like a gothic fantasy, and that's honestly about it. So it's not too thick. So I am saving this one for October for sure. Just, it gives, look at it, it gives the spooky vibes. It is so perfect for October. Gothic fantasy. So I'm so excited to read this one. I've almost heard no bad things about it, and I also like to, I don't typically read blurbs on the back of books, so I know next to nothing about what happens in this book. This one is one that is kind of venturing out for me, but I really wanted to get into R.F. Kuang, and I want to read the Poppy War trilogy. I don't have that one yet. I don't have any of those books yet, but they are on my at some point TBR. But we are going to dive into some R.F. Kuang with Babel. Now, I know this one also has like dark academia. It takes place at Oxford University, and I think it may be during a time of war. I'm not sure. I know this one is more like a historical fiction kind of vibe. Let me see. Oh, this one is 1828. So I'm very excited to read and see what this one is all about. But yeah, I know next to nothing about this other than it's like a dark academia. It takes place in Britain at Oxford University. So I'm very excited. I'll probably try to dive into this one in September as well. Maybe November. We'll see when I get to it. Probably November, honestly. But it's on the fall TBR. Okay, guys? That's what matters. This next duology has been on my TBR, my actual physical TBR, for years. Now, don't tell me why I haven't read it, because I don't know. It's been on my TBR for years. The original trilogy to this world is one of my favorite YA trilogies that I've ever read. It's what, like, I was obsessed with this trilogy in high school. It's now a TV show, and that is Six of Crows. Again, don't ask me why I haven't read it. I have no clue. It's literally, I have the hardback versions right here in the box set. I was gifted a paperback version and I was gifted a hardback 2 separate years. So the hardback versions have been on my shelf for years, and then I got the paperback for Christmas last year. Again, no clue why it's still on the TBR, but I want to fix that this fall. So I have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom that I'm hoping to complete this fall. And I'm putting it here so that you all know that I'm trying to read these books, okay? So, I have the Six of Crows duology that I'm hoping to read this fall. Next, this one is going to be like late September, October vibes that I'm wanting to read these books, and that is the Twilight series. Yup. Fun fact, I have watched the Twilight movies, but I've never read the books, and I've actually had all 4 of the books on my shelf for years. I've just never dove into them. However, I do know that it will not be quality literature. You know what I mean? I know what Twilight is. I know it's cringy. I'm here for the vibes, and that's what I'm hoping to get with reading Twilight. So we're gonna dive into this world, and then this one has come highly recommended, and it's also gotten super popular on Book Talk lately. And this one was originally recommended to me back at Thanksgiving last year by my uncle, who's a huge book reader, and that is the Red Rising series. And I have all of the other books on my book wish list, but I've only gotten the first one because my grandma took me book shopping, so we only got the first one. Anyway, this one has gotten so popular lately, so it's been on my TBR, but I'm like, I need to really dive in. So I'm hoping to read this in September, but I just hopefully sometime in the fall I will get through it, and then I'm hoping I don't get too hooked. No, I'm hoping I love this book and I need to run to the store immediately to buy the next ones. And if I still have time, I have been itching to reread Throne of Glass, and so I might start sprinkling that in there somewhere, because I've just been itching for a good fantasy, and it feels like home, and I miss it. I miss those characters. These are all the books that are on my fall TBR, plus some that I didn't grab, but we are gonna have a very fun fall, and you guys let me know what books are on your TBR. Have you read any of these books? What did you think? And I will see you next time.